Hello, dear viewers. Today we embark on a fascinating journey into the world of Greek mythology, where we'll encounter one of the most prominent and powerful gods of the Pantheon, the magnificent Zeus. His name is filled with might, and his legends are brimming with adventures and greatness. Zeus is not just the king of gods, but also a symbol of strength, justice, and power. Let's delve into this wonderful world of mythology to uncover and decipher the secrets of his greatness and influence on the ancient Greeks. Get ready for an exciting exploration of Zeus's story, which encompasses the incredible force of the sky and thunder. Let's begin. Zeus was the son of Cronus and his wife Rhea. Cronus, the king, was a god of agriculture, but his father Uranus, the sky, foretold that he would be overthrown by one of his Titan sons. This troubling prophecy sparked paranoia in the supreme deity. His wife bore him children, and he swallowed them one by one. Thus, he swallowed Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon. His wife, pregnant with Zeus, didn't want such a fate for him, so she hid the newborn on the island of Crete and presented her husband with a swaddled stone monolith, which he swallowed. Soon the deception was uncovered. Cronus sought his heir, but in vain. When the baby cried, the curetes, Rhea's attendants, beat shields with spears to mask the sound of little Zeus's cries. Thus, the only son grew up and matured. The adult heir initiated a war against his father and his allies, the Titans, which lasted for 10 years, culminating in Zeus's undeniable victory. The new leader of Olympus forced his father to regurgitate his brothers and sisters from his womb and sent the father himself into eternal exile to Tartarus, an equivalent to Christian hell. The close relatives of the new leader began to rule alongside him, according to their roles. Hestia, the goddess of the hearth; Hera, the wife and queen; Demeter, the patroness of agriculture; Hades, the ruler of the underworld; and Poseidon, the lord of the seas. Thus, Zeus became the ruler of heaven and earth. His deeds were celebrated in the hymns of Callimachus. The deeds of your hands, your strength and might, stand beside the royal throne. Who can praise your actions? There are none and never will be any who can glorify the deeds of Zeus. Family life of Zeus. Zeus was a polygamous god. He had 3 wives, and he had children from 2 of them. Metis, the first wife and goddess of wisdom, who was the least fortunate. She helped Zeus fight against Cronus and brewed him a potion that made him regurgitate his brothers and sisters. However, unfortunately, the husband feared the prophecy and swallowed his pregnant chosen one to prevent the born heir from overthrowing him from the throne. Themis, the goddess of justice. In Roman mythology, she was depicted with a blindfold, unlike the Greek version. Her duties included delivering news from the gods to people, as well as weighing the good and evil deeds of humans and distributing rewards and punishments accordingly. From this union, 6 daughters were born. 3 of them were goddesses of the seasons, and the other 3 were goddesses of fate. The third official chosen one was his own sister Hera. There had been sympathy between the 2 young people for a long time, but they only started dating as a man and a woman in adulthood. However, they kept their romance secret for over 300 years. The family union is credited with the appearance of 4 children: Ares, the god of war; Hephaestus, the god of fire, the most skillful blacksmith; Hebe, the goddess of youth; and Ilithyia, the protector of childbirth. Hera was distinguished by a difficult character, and Zeus often had problems with other gods because of his jealous chosen one. Zeus was very ambitious and often transformed into animals to observe other goddesses and even humans. Of course, lightning romances resulted in children who, growing up, became heroes of legends. Semi-human gods: Heracles, Harmonia, Helen, Perseus. Other renowned gods: Zeus's adult children, the twins Artemis, Apollo, the god of light and the goddess of hunting; Dionysus, the god of agriculture; Persephone, the goddess of fertility, and Eros, the god of love. The exact term of his reign is unknown. Zeus ruled over the sky and the earth and shared power over the natural elements with his other brothers. Hades, the underworld of the dead, Poseidon, the sea. According to legend, eternal summer reigned in his kingdom. The ruler protected all the oppressed, ensured that justice prevailed in his lands, and for this purpose, he composed a set of laws aided by the goddess of justice. It was believed that the supreme god ensured the strict observance of all customs and traditions of the people, as well as the preservation of homes and families. On his throne, he could decide whom to judge and whom to pardon, and all other deities were subject to him. According to myths, near Zeus's throne there are two vessels with gifts that he sends to people. One vessel contains goodness. From it, the god bestows those who are faithful to him and offer sacrifices. The other vessel contains evil, which Zeus sends to wicked people. According to myths, the oak was the first tree to appear on Earth. This tree was a symbol of power and strength, embodying Zeus. With the rustle of its leaves, Zeus conveyed his will to people. Shrines of the chief god were often built in forests where oak trees grew. The expression navel of the earth in many mythologies signifies the center of the universe. Greek mythology calls it the stone that was kept in the Delphic temple. It is believed that this stone was swallowed by Cronus instead of his son. After overthrowing the cruel father along with his brothers and sisters, Zeus retrieved the stone, replacing it. It is believed to be the only object capable of defeating the almighty Zeus. According to another myth, Zeus, wishing to divide the world in half, released eagles from the western and eastern edges. He threw the stone at the place in the middle of the earth where the eagles were supposed to meet. Thus, the navel of the earth appeared. Zeus was a powerful and important god among the Greeks. Zeus was called the father of gods and men, so mythology is filled with numerous stories, legends, and heroic poems dedicated to him. I sincerely hope that this journey into the world of Greek mythology has inspired you to be as mighty and wise as the god Zeus. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting content and leave comments with your thoughts and suggestions. I wish you health, success, and inspiration in all your journeys. Until we meet again.